Greetings and salutations, tube dwellers. Welcome back to Faster Than Light. I'm gonna continue my Engi cruiser playthrough on episode 2. Don't be alarmed. I am somewhat damaged in the hull, but we did just now get to sector 2. I'm not real scared about my chances for proceeding successfully. Your ship emerges quite far away off from the beacon. You see a rebel ship waiting nearby, undoubtedly stationed to look for you. I could attempt to remain concealed, but like I said, I'm still not worried. They did board my ship. I only see one guy. Let's just send the Rock down there. The Engi can hold his own for just a second, even though Engis are quite bad in direct combat. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm going to have to wait once the beam... Oof! Pain in the med bay. Once the beam is, and I can actually power that up. I've got enough power for it. Once the beam's ready, which it's ready now, I want to see the drone shoot and knock their shield down, and I want to pause it the second that happens. Okay, so this is a pretty big beam. I think I can hit, let's see, 4 rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't quite get that far. Let's see, I think I can go this way, though, and get 4. Yeah, so that's at least 4. I might be able to get... I want to get the shields as part of that 4. I wonder exactly how... I wouldn't mind getting the weapons too. How could I get like this maybe? Okay, there we go. So this is going to hit 4 different rooms with the beam, including the shields, the weapons, the oxygen, the engines. All great rooms to hit. I feel like there's some way I could get to hit another one through here, but let's just go ahead and fire it. With their shields down, it'll go right through. And now their shields will stay down, so things will be all good. As far as drone damage, this little drone's just going to float around and punish them. I may not even have to use the hull beam. If I do, I'm just going to whip it out. Just blam, that should take them out no matter. Don't have to be super accurate with it. I am going to have to get accurate with whipping that out if I plan to do a no-pause playthrough, which seems really difficult. I'd probably have to try quite a few times to be able to actually succeed in doing that. Probably have to have a lot of failure is what I'm trying to say. There's nothing here save for vast swirls of gas reflecting rays from a distant sun. Let's stick to the nebula for just a nebula for just a little bit longer. Go ahead and hit each one of these points. I don't particularly like the nebula as the Engi cruiser, but it keeps the rebel crew away. This nebula turns out to be the hiding place for a terrified rock crew taking refuge from the Zoltan border police. They don't seem prepared to risk your leaving with their coordinates, and they open fire. Okay, let's throw the drone out immediately. And again, we're going to wait. Once the hull beam is charged, we're going to watch him fire. The second the shields go down, we're going to hull beam the crap out of this ship. I should be able to get 4 rooms here as well. Uh-oh. Fire in the cockpit! It's charged now. I don't trust it, though. Let's let their shields go down for just a second, and then ensure that we hit all 4 of those rooms. Aw, yeah. Couldn't have asked for a better turnout. That even put one of their 2 weapons offline. They're not going to be able to get in through to me with the other one. Being able to keep my med area online, too, makes it really easy. Oh, yeah. I should have done 4 rooms there. I should have been a little bit more careful about that, but it's all right. I'll get him taken out pretty quick still. Matter of fact, I guess I'll have to wait for one more hull beam. That's fine by me, though. You can target that before firing it, too. It's just that it'll do what just now happened. Their shield might recharge. Right now, the beam does 0 damage, so... because it does 1 damage to each room, but each room's 1 damage is blocked by the shield, and it doesn't do damage to the shield itself. So you gotta wait until the drone just fires and their shields are down. Then the beam will go through and cut their ship up! I feel like I've got a lot of scrap. I would really like a store. I'm going to have to come around this bottom side. That's still fine with me, though. I've been hitting so much nebula, I can't even see the rebel fleet. Oh, no, and here we go. The first of a difficult... Oh, no, I don't have to fight a ship. This might not be difficult. You spied 2 pirate ships lurking in the nebula here. They remain unaware of your presence. You are able to get your scanners to at least identify their cargo. One is carrying the fuel supplies, the other the ammunition. They begin to drift away from each other in the storm. So, ammunition is probably going to give me missiles and or drone parts. Fuel, of course, is going to give me fuel. The drone parts would be nice, but you have, I think, an equal chance of getting missiles. So I'm going to try to secure the fuel supply. Sure enough, it's a mantis. You jet towards the pirate with fuel supplies and engage. Hopefully you can leave the ship in one piece. Okay, so I want to not destroy the ship to get the most out of this this event. That's going to be tough. I guess I could try to just ion blast through to their O2, but it'd be really tough to keep it offline. What kind of weapons do they have? They have 2 energy weapons. I kind of want to try this. I really feel like I'm going to need a shield on. Let's give myself just the 1 shield. This is going to be a little bit rough because I don't have O2, so actually my O2 is going to run out just as fast as theirs. I guess later on I can take my shields down and O2 up for just a second. The bad thing about this, though, is that their shields are going to periodically block my ion blast, so hopefully their O2 won't come back online. This probably is not going to work. I'm going to try it. Oof! The beam, this isn't going to work. I can already tell you it's not going to work. They're going to get too much damage through my shield. These probably won't stay on the same timer, but they're close enough that I don't think that's an option for me. Let's go ahead and put 1 engine back on, I guess, and we're just going to have to use this hull beam with the anti-ship. Unfortunate. Sad, but true. Oh! They did a little bit of damage to the drones, although they haven't done enough damage to take it out. Let's split some of our Engis around just to get some things healing. And I have a hull beam. Let's see here. We can get 4 rooms, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks like 4 to me. Yeah. Ooh, and they're in a bad way. If I could permanently take out their weapons, then maybe I could do something of worth here as far as taking out their oxygen. But it's not going to happen. My hull, I need a store now. I am already in some serious jeopardy. Oof, and there's a store. I don't even want to risk hitting another node, honestly. I've got enough scrap that I can probably do good things with this store. So let's see what all is here. You know what? And before I check any of it out, I just want to get this stuff straight so I ensure that everything turns out fine. Okay, now let's go look at the store. So, a hull laser. The bad thing about beams is that they don't pierce shields. Some can partially pierce shields, but they don't ever do damage to the shields directly unless you can pierce damage through to the shield system on their ship. So a lot of times it's not a reliable way of ensuring that you can get damage on them. Whereas lasers will, this will fire 2 shots every time. It'll take down 2 shields every time. And it only takes 2 power. I love to see the low power cost. And I've got some stuff that I could sell. I think I'm going to go ahead and sell this beam drone. And I'm just using the hull beam just to try to show some kind of different stuff. I really don't like it. I like using, say, an anti-ship and probably the ion blaster a little bit better because more of the anti-ship's damage gets through. Shuts their systems down a little faster. And the Hermes missile, while it's okay, it takes too much power, and I am really strapped for enough scrap to put together something useful here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a hull smasher laser. I'm going to sell my hull beam. I'm going to... Should I sell or should I keep? Should I sell? It's only 25 scrap. That's not very much scrap. Let's hold on to the Hermes missile. Let's just hold on to it for just a second. We're going to go ahead and put the hull laser up here, though. And I'm tempted to get cloaking, but I can't do that because I have to fix all, and I also have to get some more power for this new weapon I just picked up. Let's get just a few drone parts. Let's not go below 100 getting drone parts. Alright, so let's take a look at these upgrades that we may be able to pull off here. So the way it works right now, the Ion Blast takes 3, and that's all 3 of my power. I only need another 2 for the whole laser to be able to work. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could use just these 2 and not use a ship, and I could probably be taking ships out right now. Or not use a drone, I mean, and probably be taking ships out. It's going to take 85 just to get those 2 power. My reactor already has the 2 additional power that the whole laser would take, but I've been using that 2 power on my drone. If I were to do this right now, then I could stop using the drone and use the hull laser instead, but that totally disallows me from using the drone. I guess I could, like, say, power down my engines, or say power off one engine and 102 temporarily and use the drone. I think I'm going to go with that. I'll be able to get some more reactor upgrades pretty soon. So there we go. This is going to be my new setup. I actually like this quite a bit better than the anti-ship drone, just because you can time this better and you can focus it. You can make it hit a certain system of theirs. We have plenty of time, so I kind of want to go in a roundabout nature here. And some of these don't connect up there. This is the only one that connects up there. So I kind of think I want to go this way and then down through here and back up. That sounds about right. Let's see what our enemies think about that. It appears the distress beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. Your sensors are picking up a single life form. Let's go down to the surface to investigate. You find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, you find a lone survivor. Invite him to join your crew. Take him home to his family. I'm not sure that he can go crazy and kill one of my crew members. Let's invite him and hope bad things don't happen. He happily offers his services for a time in exchange for getting off that rock. And he's a slug! Oh, a slug! Oh, that's fantastic. I just realized that some of my guys aren't in the right places. That's not fantastic. A slug? Let's go look at him. As a matter of fact, I guess I didn't look at the rock man, did I, either? So, the Engis, I think I showed this in the first episode last time. The failed first episode. Had the face cam in it. But the Engis will repair speed twice as fast. They'll repair twice as fast, but they do half damage in combat. It's unclear if the Engi are partially organic or entirely mechanical, but it's well known that they make exceptional engineers. Humans, of course, no exceptional traits. They're average at everything. They're common and uninteresting, the game says. Rockmen are, the Rockmen of Vrakos 4 are rarely seen and are known for their fortitude. They're immune to fire, their movement speed is halved, and their health is increased to 150. They move around your ship really slow, but they're great at putting fires out, and since they have a lot of health, they're great boarding units, too, because they just don't die. Charlie the Slug. These telepathic slugs were shunned in the Galactic Federation for their constant thievery and manipulation of other sentient beings. Telepathic powers reveal rooms and life forms even when sensors are down, which means it works in nebulas, which is awesome. I love having that. I love having at least a slug on my crew. I'm not sure I'm going to make him real good at anything specific because I've already got all my main stations manned, but it's great just to have his telepathic abilities, his telepathic awareness on my side. A message broadcast from a nearby planet announces the presence of an ancient Zoltan monastery available for visiting. Likely just a tourist trap, but still too bad you don't have the time to visit. Interesting. We're just going to pass it up. Let's see here. Both of these nodes will return to this one, and I have to return to this one to get out of here. So I'm thinking I can hit this whole 4-pack over here. Let's try it. Let's see how this happens. Let's see how fast the rebels progress as I dilly-dally over here in the corner. What appears to be a Zoltan science ship requests permission to dock. It's possible that a couple mantis are going to board my ship through this. It's also possible they'll just give me some free stuff, though. So let's dock with them. You allow them to approach, but they are caught unaware when they open fire. But you are caught. So here we go. Unaware as they open fire. The Ion does great damage to this Zoltan shield. This Zoltan shield will block anything. You can't even, if I were to have a crew teleporter, I couldn't even use it until this Zoltan shield were down. Oof! They got some damage through. Let's see. I kind of don't want to whip you off shields, but let's do it. I think my shields will be fine. And now my Ion is hitting his shields. It's going to keep that offline. Let's go ahead and switch the hull laser over to his weapons. The hull laser does the most damage if you were to hit an empty space, but I want to take at least one of these two beam weapons offline. I'd love to take this laser offline. Oof! If I take just the laser, then the beam will never get through my shield. Oh, and I missed! I missed like mad with the hull laser. Please don't miss this next time. I really, really need you to hit. Oh! They're doing great hull damage to me with this damn beam. Anytime my shields are down from their laser. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to retarget the hull laser to just a space somewhere on the hull. That's going to allow me to just wipe out their hull fast as possible. And it will be quite quick, too. Watch this. Plow, plow! Oof! And they are way low. They did get their weapons back online. I'm hoping I get one more shot off this hull laser before they do. If not, I'll take a little hull damage. I'll just have to deal with that. I guess I could probably alternate off to the weapons. Oof! And they took my sensors out. And I still didn't quite kill them with this friggin' hull laser shot. That one's going to do it, though. I must have missed a shot on the last hull laser. I wasn't watching. While you search the debris, you wonder what it was that could have provoked them to act so irrationally. They were pirates, and the distress beacon was just a ruse, if I had to guess. Alright, I still feel some faith that I'm going to be able to hit this whole 4-pack. Let's see. You spot a pirate ship looting a small Zoltan cruiser. They spot you and move into attack before your FTL drive has a chance to recharge. Well, that's fine. I guess I don't need to pause quite that quickly. We're going to go ahead and target the shields first. They have 2 energy weapons. It's the same story. An energy weapon that can take my shield down and a beam weapon that can do damage to me afterwards. Oh, it hurts. And we're already taking them down. Nice. Their engines are, I'm sorry, their weapons are on a full red. That means they can't use their weapons at all. I'm actually going to retarget just a hull space here. I don't really care about their drones. They're trying to power their FTL and run. Well, let's send an ion shot over to their engines then, shall we? We're going to retarget on the shields just to make sure those stay down. If both of these next two hull lasers hit over here on this systemless room, then they're dead. Right before they jump, nonetheless. Sweet! Drone parts scrap. Not using any drones. So I'm not using any drone parts, which is great, because I'm sure I will eventually use quite a few drones with this ship. Being able to stockpile now is nice. A slaver! Yes! You recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader. He hails you and offers you laborers for cheap. So if I wanted to, I could buy, and that's funny, it's actually the exact scrap cost that I have. If I wanted to, I could buy a crew member right here. And honestly, that's not bad for a crew member, except that you don't get to pick what type of crew member it is. It's just going to randomly give me one. If I attack him, though, I can probably, almost certainly, force him into a situation where he offers me a crew member to let him escape. And if I get that option, I'm definitely going to let that happen. Oof, oof, the lasers! Oh, they're getting through to me. Why are you sitting in the sensor room? That's a terrible place for you to be. And their weapons are offline enough that I don't think they're going to do anything else with me. Our shields are straight down. I need to get two guys in here pronto. And let's retarget this hull laser just for this next volley. I just want to try to get some good damage on them. I was hoping if both of those volleys hit, I was hoping they would give up. They would surrender. Oof! These guys are taking damage too. Let's go ahead and put some power in there. Which one of you two is my engine guy? This guy on the right here. I'll keep that in mind. Here in just a second, he'll be going back over to the engine bay. Alright, retarget that hull. Even if both of these shots hit right on the ship, it's not going to quite kill them, although it should make them surrender. Get back over the engines for our dodge. You know what? I'm cruising without shielding here. Woo! We surrender! Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, we'll all die anyway. They'll all die anyway. Felicity! Wow, okay, so I have another human. Let's see, I want her to double up on one of these other important rooms. The weapon room is very important to me right now. That way, if I take damage to the weapon room, I've got two guys instantly repairing it, which is nice. We're getting a little bit tight here, but I think we're just going to escape right over here, and I think we might even be able to get both of those nodes, which would be awesome. And you know what? I actually need to take one out of my engines and put one in my med bay just for a little bit, so Locutus can heal. Emergency! All ships in range, we're under attack! The frequency matches a nearby Zoltan ship. You move in on their pursuer. They take your intervention as a cue to jump away. Cowards. That means I won't be getting anything extra from the Zoltan ship, which sucks, but that's okay. A Federation scout. Interesting, this is like a taken over Federation ship. I'm going to see if I can get one little ion right through. Nice. Taking out their beam weapon. That is beautiful. I could not have asked for more. And I'm actually going to wait to fire this hull until this next ion hits. And the hull missile... Oh no, I fired it too prematurely. That's okay. That kept their weapons down anyway. I was going to say I hope to totally take their weapons offline with the hull laser, but the ion that fired that I anticipated hitting ended up missing. So, I could take something they could surrender. If I was in a rough spot, I might do that, but we're not going to allow them to surrender. We are just dealing the damage right now. We're going to keep that ion on their shields. That should ensure this next hull laser goes right through and does the killing blow. Boom! Federation ship explodes! And I get a substantial collection of scrap. I am getting kind of up there again. I would like to hold out for another store, though. I don't know. I might end up just doing the power. If I did the power, if I did 2 power upgrades, I could start using my anti-ship drone. That actually sounds like a really good idea. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. A ship with pirate markings demands your surrender. It is sad times when even Zoltan space is beset by pirates. You doubt these fools will be missed. And they have a teleporter. Guarantee you some of these red dots are going to move right through this door and come over here to board me. But I've got plenty of crews, so that should be alright. Let's go ahead and get that ion blast on their shields. And prepare to send some hull lasers their way. Nice. I even happen to have 2 guys already in that room. And they sent a Zoltan over. That's so foolish. Zoltans only have 70 hit points. So he's going to go down quick. And the second this hull laser's ready and their shields are down, we're going to do damage to their weapons. We are looking great, especially with this medbot dispersal. Oh, it's so awesome. Can we switch up just to make this hull laser ensure that it hits Let's do one on their cockpit. Both hull lasers did hit. They appear to be powering up their FTL. They're trying to escape. However, their cockpit is on lockdown right now. Let's keep switching that ion around just to keep their cockpit on lock. This next hull laser, so long as both of it hits, it will take down that. Oh, both didn't hit because my ion was just too slow getting there. Again, though, this one should get it. Come on, hull laser. There we go. Taking them down. Man, still getting the shots through to my hull, though. Not good. More scrap, missiles, drone parts. Let's go ahead and do the 2 there. And let's power up so I can power a drone now, so long as my med bay is not powered. Okay. Okay. I actually really, especially on this ship with the med bots, I really like just having my med bay on all the time because it means people can just stay at their post and they'll get healed up pretty quickly. Ooh, a store! And it looks like I'm probably going to be able to hit the store and then have to exit. I'm not sure I'm going to get that node in the top right corner. It's too bad that I just spent that scrap too. A Mantis crew. Interesting. So we could get another crew member. I'm looking pretty good on crew though. A defense drone. Ooh, the defense drone. Oh, and I don't have at all enough to get up to him. Oh, that's so rough. I suppose I could get the defense level 1. Going straight to the defense level 2 would be nice. The only thing that sucks about the Mark II is that they require 4 power. 4 power is so much on a drone. But they block lasers, missiles, everything, I think. I guess bombs. They still don't block bombs, but the Mark I does shoot down incoming missiles and asteroids. That would be really nice to have. I think I'm going to have to skip out on it, though. I almost want to sell that just to ensure that I've got plenty of fuel and drone parts for the time being. I'd like to have a defense. I'll probably eventually get a defense. I'd like to go straight to a defense 2, though, if possible. So I'm thinking that's just far enough that if I made this jump, then this red line would be past that exit, meaning that the jump from there to there would be into the danger zone. I don't want to be in the danger zone. You detect an automated rebel scout attacking a small refueling outpost. Well, let's intervene, and let's do so fast. Detecting the higher threat, they target me instead. I'm going to get my ion blaster and my drone working immediately, and I think they're going to take the shield out enough that I'm just going to... Oh! They took my hull laser out right before it shot. Oh, that's a pain. Oh, that's a pain. Come on, repairs. Come on. Come on. We got their engines down already. I might even kill them before this hull laser even fires for the first time. I'm going to hit a space systemless room on their ship, though. And is it going to fire? It does. One shot. Make the hull laser seem really powerful. Ship breaks apart and you quickly salvage what you can. The outpost hails you after the scout was destroyed. Thanks for the help. We've been harassed non-stop by those scouts. Take this on the house. Stuff, and more stuff. I should save up for something from a store, but I would just really love to have that medbot dispersal on at all times. Felicity and Mr. Riker. Captain Riker. Actually, was he a captain? I think he was a commander. Commander Riker. They're both going to love me for it. Let's go ahead and jump to the next sector. Yeah, see, it's just actually... Oh, man. It's just so perfectly outside of this red that I could have jumped here last time, and then this time I could jump to the exit, and I would still barely be safe. I'd be just inside the white. So that was a slightly bad call on my part. I could have got one more node out of this area, but it was close enough. I'm glad I played it safe. Uncharted Nebula. Don't like the Nebula so much. A rock-controlled sector. Oof, rocks use missiles a lot, and I didn't get that defense drone, so missiles are going to be rough. This is probably going to cause a lot of hull damage through this little sector, but... oh well, maybe we'll get a defense drone somewhere in here. The rock people have a particularly aggressive stance toward alien races trespassing in their space. You should tread carefully here. Alright, so we've entered Sector 3, rock-controlled sector. Nothing interesting here, really. Just a bunch of nodes. I could go to a store immediately. I'm probably going to try to go around some of these points and then loop back up to the store just so I can get like 5 nodes worth of scrap before going there. Hopefully I'll have enough time before the rebels come in. If not, I'll just have to jump from one of these on. And that will be the plan for the next episode. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for more Faster Than Light with the Engi Cruiser. Oh, yes.